I was expecting Ginny and Marcus to really get under my skin with their feelings, given the teen topic surrounding mental health in Ginny and Georgia's third season. The story of just one teen character, nevertheless, had a profound impact on me. Season 3 of Ginny and Georgia continues right where Season 2 left off, with Georgia serving a murder sentence while her shocked family grieves. Ginny and Austin go through a lot during Georgia's murder trial, but she's ultimately declared not guilty, and that's only because Austin made a difficult decision. Season 3 centers on the Miller family's issues, but the show's fantastic supporting cast is always in the background. Everyone knows that teenagers have it rough, and Ginny's friends are no different. The thought that her mother might end up in prison is something she has to cope with. The season sees a worsening of Marcus' mental health issues and his addiction to alcohol. In the meantime, we learn about Abby's struggles with her new stepmother and her history of bulimia. I am particularly disturbed by Maxine's troubling adolescent story. While all of them are difficult to witness, nobody in Ginny and George's third season is having it worse than Max. Since practically every teen character is struggling, there's no clear worst case, but every teen story is tragic. However, I will never forget the impact that Maxine's breakdown had on me at the conclusion of Season 3. It happened so unexpectedly and without warning. Even from their first appearances, the other teens are open about the struggles they're going through. But Maxine is perpetually upbeat and eager to lend a hand. Realizing that she is also struggling makes me even sadder, especially since no one seems to notice her increasing anxiety and depression. She is considered the less dependent twin by her parents. Therefore, they are understandably preoccupied with Marcus' situation. Even so, Maxine is suffering because of Marcus' drinking and depression, and it's unfortunate that they fail to recognize this. Even her friends fail to notice, and by the episode's conclusion, Max's descent into sadness is already apparent. It's hardly surprising that Maxine is just as susceptible to depression as Marcus, considering the genetic components of mental illness. Her typically flamboyant and cheerful attitude is taken for granted by the other characters, who don't seem to give it much thought. They frequently become entangled in their own worries, while Max is better at masking her emotions. For those who have experienced the hidden struggles of living with a mental illness, Max's journey is very moving. Max's mental health. Switching to Max's point of view at the start of episode 9 in Ginny and Georgia Season 3 is a smart move, because it gives viewers a glimpse into what she's been through during the season, something that isn't apparent when the focus is on the other characters. It's no surprise that Ginny appears to be straying from Max and dwelling on her mom's trial so much during this vacation. Even though Max is screaming for help, her family is too preoccupied with Marcus' obvious symptoms of depression and addiction to notice her. Season 3's final episodes, however, make it crystal clear that Max requires assistance. She is pleading with her mother to get her brother help, and she would also like to have a conversation with her friends. The latter shows just how much she wishes someone would simply listen to her. But neither Ginny, Abby, nor Nora do. Even though Max is sometimes self-centered, she seems to be making an honest effort to improve this season, which is why it hurts so much when people brush off her worries as too much, leading her to bottle up her emotions even further. In Ginny and Georgia Season 3, Max tries so hard to be there for the people closest to her, so it hurts even more when they ignore her. Maxine clearly cares deeply about her loved ones and makes a genuine effort to support them, even if she doesn't always know how to do it well. She is the most understanding gang member when it comes to George's imprisonment, checks in on Ginny, and figures out why her friend is spending less and less time with his girlfriend. After receiving orders from Marcus, she defends Ginny during the group's dispute over Georgia. She even accompanies Ginny as she discreetly returns home. In addition to being overly protective of her brother, Maxine is also among the few teenagers who notices how badly he is acting out. The others validate his drinking and harshly condemn Max for intervening, but Ginny is the only one who notices. After Abby and Marcus hit the town, Abby scolds Max for trying to drag him home from the party. Even if Marcus' activities may have caused harm to others, Silva, Max's short-lived romantic interest, couldn't care less. After they start dating, She still ignores Max whenever he talks about his problems. When Max desperately needs someone to lean on in Season 3, it breaks her heart to find that nobody is there for her. True, people like Ginny and Marcus have more pressing issues to deal with. But more sinister than simply failing to notice Maxine's plight is the way her friends begin to abandon her. It would be greatly appreciated if Maxine's parents or her lover could be present for her. As Ginny and Georgia enters its 4th season, it appears that she is, unfortunately, on her own.